Christ on a bike. Oh. Whew. Now what are the chances that there are a couple of arrows, a wine glass and an umbrella in that box? No arrows, wine glasses or brollies, rather some video tools have been sent or bought, not sponsored, plus some hacks to make vids look slicker. Movement can act as a simple visual stimuli to keep you interested in the video that you're watching, or it can act as a device to guide you through the narrative. Now at one point I did think about getting one of these so I can plonk my camera on and film myself with, so I can get footage that glides along gracefully like an ice skating unicorn or something. A handheld brushless gimbal will make your moving shots look smooth and cinematic when it would otherwise be jarring and vlog-like. Even though a lot of them have toolless designs that means you don't need a screwdriver to set it up, it does take time to set up, to get it balanced, and you do need to balance it. Something which could be fiddly if you're a lone shooter, but hey, it makes for a great table ornament. Of course, another thing to consider is the added weight. These are not lightweight by any means, and also the ergonomics. I mean, can you imagine carrying that all day? I can't. Tim vlogs about his haircuts and stuff using a handheld gimbal and EOS M5. Personally, I'd rather use them for scripted or action shots. This, however, is kind of useful for your Facebook lives, your Instagram lives, whatever live. The smartphone gimbal, it's lighter, so this is something that I might actually carry with me. Now this is the Jieyun Smooth 3. Jieyun actually means intelligent cloud. Well, as a Chinese brand, the name could have been a lot worse. Anyway, it's simple to get things going. Even someone as smart as an actual cloud could do it. Quick and easy to set up. It's already balanced straight out of the box. So yes, same thing as the iCan, but with shitter video quality. Now one thing I deemed useful enough for me to have in my video kit, so much so that I spent a crap load of money on this. 600 quid. Almost 200 quid in customs fees also. Look at it, 600 quid. I had to sell my camera to get this. Don't sell your camera to get this, especially if you only got one camera. Yes, so that's the motorized slider. Now, back some time ago, me and Tim had a little play around with motorized sliders while playing pool, naturally. I'm not just gonna play it by myself. I'm gonna play with Tim. That is exactly, that's reason number one. Reason number one why you need motorized slider is because you need to play pool. So Tim's just over there setting up like a proper pimp. FYI, Tim isn't a real pimp, not that I know of. Now sliders are noted for sliding obs. Motorized ones do the same but are much cooler. It's like a video game.
Yeah, it's like a video game, exactly. So you can tilt.
Some are chunky and clunky, some more compact like the frickin' expensive one I bought. But this has got an app for the Android as well. Okay, so you can change speed, loop, point A, point B. That's point A. And then you can just press that and it slides the other way. And it'll just go forever until the battery runs out. You can let them loop back and forth. Great for video peeps without a crew or friends. And you'll get some great footage with a bit of added dynamic to them. Unfortunately, we can't make our pool skills any more dynamic. Look at that. We've got Tom Cruise over there. Chinese Tom Cruise. Oh shit!
You made it.
I got it.
White ball in.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I got one of the balls in, so that's actually. But I curved it. Did you see that? Yes. I curved it. I just didn't get the right ball in. Or you could slice two slider clips together to clone yourself. You can even duplicate yourself if you really fancy arts. Bam. Have that, Tim. Have that in your pipe and just smoke it. Like, that's in the way though. See, if that was in the way, that would have probably done that.
Man.
And then just like, shit, that's a bit too far actually. I think that would have probably come like that.
Is that the rules?
That's not the rules, that's physics. Boom.
Your physics works.
Oops. Clever bits of kit is that. The cleverness comes at a price. A price that is possibly not worth paying, especially if you're just starting up. If you want similar kind of movements, there are cheaper alternatives. You can shoot in 4K and have a Ken Burns effect. Who is Ken Burns? Not important. It is important to press his button though. Make the start and end windows the same size but smaller than the original frame to allow movement. Put the start on one side of the frame and the end on the other. Hit done, and then essentially what you get is something that looks similar to a slider shot. You can also use Mr. Burns to creep into your subject. You can also use a zoom lens to focus on an emotion or something that they might say. In this case, I'm just fiddling about with a stupid fidget spinner though. We'll find a smooth flat surface and then get an object with a flat bottom with low friction on it, and then put your camera on top of that and then glide it along the worktop. But look, if you're wanting to splash your cash on something video gear related, buy a good tripod first, a video tripod. Far more useful, far more versatile, like this one. Doesn't have to be expensive, just a tripod with a fluid or fluid style head. As well as giving your shots extra stability, if you get one with a fluid head, you get some nice smooth pans and tilts. Not the same as a slider, but it will make shots look as slick as. Now when I'm filming myself, sometimes I have the handle the wrong way, facing towards myself so that I can pan and follow myself. As I film my stuff by myself, that's how I create a bit of camera movement without the need for someone to operate it, rather than having 100% stationary shots. I wouldn't want all my shots to be sat in front of a table now, would I? And if you release a drag on the panning, you can do whip pans to transition from one scene to another, like this. It's dead easy to do. Make sure the first clip and second clip pan in the same direction and cut them together so that the exit pan tempo matches the entrance pan tempo. Or walk off, whip pan and catch it on the way out to have the camera follow your movement. But seemingly the easiest way to get slick shots is with a drone. It doesn't shoot 4K, and I did complain that the 60 Mark II doesn't shoot 4K, but the 60 Mark II doesn't fly. At the moment I'm really enjoying the Spark over the Mavic, especially more now that they have the remote for it. You get improved range. Lots of people have drones now, and lots of people use drones just for the sake of it. Don't think that an aerial shot will instantly give your video that wow factor. Shoot your drone shots like you would with a camera on the ground. It has to show something, say something, mean something. But anyway, if your drone is grounded, then fear not. This tray thing, I don't know why they call it tray because it clearly does not look like a tray. Anyway, it adds hand grips, 2 of them to your Mavic, so you can get some nice, smooth, stabilized footage. The Mavic's already got a gimbal, so it's already going to be stabilized footage. This is basically just for the sake of ergonomics. But you know what? I like it because it's cheap. You don't have to buy an Osmo, or you don't have to buy a handheld gimbal, and that's really how it should be. Don't think that you need to spend a lot of money to get nice looking video. It's all about creativity in the end. Well, for sure, one way of describing this last product is creative. I kid you not, it's called the Solid Love. It sounds like a pet name for your penis. It's like, would you like to see my solid love? I don't know how to categorize these things. I mean, this looks like something that you put inside a toilet tank. Do you call it a ball cock? That doesn't sound right. You put your ball cock in a tank. Do not put your ball or cock in the tank unless you want to wash it. No, this works just like the gimbals, but without batteries. This thing costs 199 euros. It takes 500 grams of weight, so basically for GoPros, compact cameras, or your smartphone. It doesn't take batteries, but it does require patience. You need to use the supplied weights to balance the thing. So yeah, you can get some solid love action with your ball cock with this. In a click. Hello. What camera would you like to use for vlogging? You want this one, do you? Do you want to play with this one instead? This looks like that thing you get out of the toilet. You can say hello to the internet. Say hello to the internet. Hello. Can you say subscribe? Please subscribe. Please. Close enough. See ya.